Good evening, at least from where I am. I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for being here, for clicking on this video, and for taking a little bit of time out of your day to have this chat, have this conversation with me. If you have anything you want to chat about, I would love to hear about it down below in the comments. I'm feeling a lot of things today. Feeling a little ungrounded, just feeling like there's a lot shifting, and just kind of like not struggling, but just trying to find the equanimity, trying to find the balance in and just the neutrality of just being okay with just feeling like the world is going through a huge seismic shift and I'm just along for the ride. Our neighbors are moving out tomorrow. That feels like a big shift. It's going to be empty until December 1st. We just got back from a trip, and having a few days away from your life, it really like disrupts your routines, and just new things come up and old patterns just kind of like pause. And then when you get back, you're like trying to reintegrate back into your life, even though you've had these life experiences and you've actually changed. And things have shifted through just a small experience, and like trying to integrate into like literally your old life just is challenging. I've just been feeling this like busyness and this like feeling I've had this sense of just like being really behind. I'm like, I didn't answer some emails and I haven't had comments, and I've been trying to like on the fly navigate my work on this channel and in these videos, and I've been thinking a lot about trying to not copy and paste like my descriptions, And I'm like, what do I want to do? Who am I portraying? Who am I being? And am I doing a good job? Just like being me, but also recognizing that this is like a public platform and there's a certain level of artistry, and there's a certain level of like editing and producing that like can go into this to make things better in terms of like the quality of the work. But then you're just getting into the idea of like, yeah, but are you like playing a part? Like, is this authentic? And then what is authentic anyways? And will that come through if there's title screens and photo shoots, and like trying to keep the balance between keeping this as what it is, as like a real life timeline of like what's going on in my life. Like, I don't want to censor myself. I don't want to lie. I don't want to put on a persona or a face to be in an energy that I'm not. Like, the point is to show up as exactly who I am in that moment, and just like trust that that's what it needs to be. But I also at the same time want to the word that came to mind was like flex, like I want to flex my producing skills, and I want to be able to like edit and make things nice and have beautiful descriptions, and I want it to be like a really good experience to be a part of this community. And I think about to the future. And it's like, what do I have to offer the world? And what can I offer to you? Like, you're watching this right now, like, and that can be, I feel like that can be a hard question to answer. Whenever someone's like, what do you want? It's like, I don't know. Like, what do you want to eat for dinner? I'm like, oh, I have no idea. It's a big question. So, but I don't know, maybe like, is there something that you feel like a gal like me could offer someone like you? You know, I've thrown it out there a couple times. It's like, what do you need support in? What are you listening to? What do you want to talk about? I want this to be like in part like a co-creating of a community, you know? That feels good to me. But like I said, like I want to stay true to the fact that I want to just like show up here and press play, and I don't want it to be like I'm going to talk about this, at least in the timeline videos. You know, it's been on my brain about, you know, doing a thank you to George, who had the suggestion to talk about like manifestation, and I've been kind of thinking about how I want to approach that. So there's certain topics that like I'd love to approach in like a series in some way, and have it be more of an offering of my experience, where I've really thought things out and like come in with a little bit more of a plan. So yeah, we'll see what that looks like. Yeah. My son is growing up so fast. If anyone else is a parent, holy, right? I just put him to bed, and he's just so tall and big and strong and capable, and it's the best. It's very overwhelming. My mother-in-law was over for a few hours this afternoon, and you know, she's a mom of 3 adult men, and she has such an interesting perspective. And she'll be like, you'll be here, and I'm like, I know, I'm gonna call you, and we're gonna be like, and I'm gonna be like, nah, remember the time in the kitchen? I don't want to know too many secrets though, you know? I'm really the type of person that has to experience things. Like, I like hearing about other people's realities and like what they went through, but when people are like, you shouldn't do this, it's like, just because it wasn't right for you doesn't mean it's not going to be right for me. And that's part of what we were chatting about today. Like, she lives from a very authentic place of like, this is my experience, and she feels extremely like she feels very strongly about her opinions based in her reality. And like I said to her, I was like, you're not wrong, like, but I get a little pushy with her sometimes, because she feels very strongly about certain things, and it's very like black or white, and the gray area is like, it's like no man's land, you know? It's like, it's a little, it's scary, it's unnerving to be in that kind of territory. It's almost, it's easier to hold on to things when you can classify them as right or wrong. When you have to like play with, I mean, it's like playing with duality, right? It's like, there's no right or wrong, it's just two sides of the same coin. Does that land? I don't know. But It's fun playing in the gray because it's a good thought experiment. Like, when you believe something is right or wrong, like, could you, like, as a thought experiment, whatever your opinion is, could you, like, debate the opposite? Like, so you have an opinion that smoking marijuana is just bad. But it's like, as a thought experiment, can you then think about all the reasons why it would be good? Even though you believe it's bad, could you think of the reasons why it could be good? And like, what insight can you glean from that? Because when you are met with someone who has a differing opinion than you, if you've done this enough times, you can then start to think, oh, like, I might think this is wrong or right, and this person thinks the opposite, but like, I've thought about how that could be. And it's like, I can understand at least where they are coming from or why they are in the stage that they are. And then you can meet and discuss things from a place of understanding as opposed to like opposition. I think it was yesterday, it might have been 2 days ago, that I came on and I was talking about how, or maybe longer, I love a good verbal sparring match. It's I feel like it really exercises so many aspects of my mind and my communication and my confidence, but also my empathy. Like, I feel like it's just really, I just really enjoy it. And my mother-in-law is someone who has very strong opinions, and it's really interesting for me to get to speak my truth, be heard, but be challenged, but also then be respected, even though opinions are different. She makes for a very good verbal sparring partner. I really enjoy our conversations because it's always met, and it's always like there's so much like love and respect there, which is really, really nice, you know. Like, in the middle of it, she's just like, I just want to give you a hug. I'm like, oh great, love it. I love hugs. Yeah, it's really fun. But yeah, we're a couple days. No, oh my goodness, where are we? It's the 5th today, right? Or is it the 4th? Oh my goodness. My timeline feels like totally thrown off. The new moon was a couple of days ago, and I didn't get to do my Jaidev activation. When I'm done this, I'm gonna go on in my email and see if the webinar is still available. Yeah, I'm just feeling like I need a little bit of like I feel like my energy is really like scattered, and I need to like bring it back in, recalibrate a little bit. I find when I start getting to the point where I like want to put my head in the sand and I'm a little overwhelmed, and I start biting my nails, like there's just like some pieces where I start to notice that my energy is scattered. You know, it's like, okay, what practice can I tap into to help like bring myself back into balance? So I'm gonna see if that's available. If not, maybe a little yoga, meditation, do it on my own, or find a little guided video on YouTube. That's the beauty too of YouTube, is that you have so much at your fingertips. Like, there's so many guides, and there's so many videos that can help you like along this path of self-discovery, and so many ways to like help support you. Like sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I just need to hear that everything's okay and that I'm a beautiful star seed, and God loves me and I'm doing a really great job. And it's so nice coming on YouTube and clicking on a reading and just listening to all the nice things, you know, that person has to say. And you're like, yeah, I'm doing a really good job. Like I'm doing a really great job. Everything's totally fine. I'm exactly where I need to be. This too shall pass. Everything's fine. But I'm interested to know, you know, kind of what you're feeling. If you feel like sharing, sometimes it helps. I hope that I can be a nice supportive ear for what you're going through, what you're feeling. I think that's gonna be about it for today. I'm gonna go see if I can take care of me. I hope you are having a great day, and if it's not a great day, I hope that maybe this helped just to help maybe encourage you to go do something for you to make yourself feel just a little bit better. And with that, my friends, I will see you tomorrow.